Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a fantastic set of shows for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. You heard? So yesterday, you heard me? Yesterday, the Los Angeles Lakers went out there and played against the Miami Heat with Mr. 83 points, Bam Adebayo. I didn't even know the Lakers were playing to begin with. I just missed the whole entire thing. I was playing Call of Duty. Finally was able to finish off work kind of early, so I'm like, I'm playing Call of Duty, and it is what it is. I was able to catch about an episode or two of Frasier. That was my night, right? But I later on found out that the Lakers were playing. So I saw the game like with 3 minutes left in the game, 4 minutes left, and it was like Luka going for 60. No. I saw the highlights. And they were like, Luka goes for 60. And I'm like, what? Luka Doncic goes for 60? So I go and watch the fourth quarter highlights of him being clutch in the fourth quarter. I think in that fourth quarter, let me look at it here. Luka scored 20 points on 5 of 6 shooting from the floor, 2 of 6 shooting, 2 of 3 shooting from the 3, and 8 of 10 shooting from the free throw line. So Son had a masterful game, and he finished the game with 60 points on 18 of 30 shooting, which is 60% shooting, 53% shooting from the 3, 79% shooting from the free throw line, and getting you 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 steals, and only 2 turnovers. And then LeBron finished the game with 19, 10, and 15. And then I think did Reeves play? Yeah, he had 18, 5, and 4. And of course, DeAndre Ayton was the usual ass that he is, with 6 points and 4 rebounds. Just a disgrace, right? Total disgrace. This guy just plays he's just so underwhelming as a basketball player. But anyway, so Luka goes out there and he does that. And then the entire NBA world started to react to it. But one person in particular, James Worthy, jumped out the window and said that Luka Doncic is now a greater scorer than even a more dominant clutch scorer than Shaq and Kobe. And I was like, okay, well, let's hear what he got to say here. But before we get into it, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks. All right, guys, it's that time of the year. The playoff push is on. Tournament hoops are in full swing. And there's no better way to cash in if you're right on all the clutch buckets and slam dunks than Prize Picks, where it's always good to be right. I finally jumped into their Team Picks feature, and I have no idea why I waited this long. First time I tried it, I was picking game winners and totals on basketball, and I actually came out right on my first one. But even more than that, watching the game just hits different. Every bucket, every run, every late game stop actually meant something. And here's what makes it even better. It's not just individual games. On Prize Picks, you can pick who cuts down the nets, who wins the whole thing, who takes home the MVP, tournament, playoffs, even the international baseball tournament. You can call your own shot on all of it and cash in if you're right. Team Picks are live right now in 35 states. That's California, Texas, Georgia, Washington, and more, all in the same Prize Picks app you already know. Download the Prize Picks apps today and pick your first game winner, spread, or total as the playoff push rolls on, and get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup when you use code CLNS. That's code CLNS to get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks is good to be right. All right, so let's get into this article. It says, Luka Doncic is on an absolute tear at the moment, and the Los Angeles Lakers legend, James Worthy, has been incredibly impressed with what he is seeing. So much so that Worthy made an incredible, bold claim about Doncic's on-access Sportsnet, after he scored 60 points and 20 points in the fourth quarter. Historically, the Lakers have had clutch players, Worthy said. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the sky hook, Magic Johnson with his plays, Kobe Bryant, Shaq, Derek Fisher hitting 0.4. But I think we've seen, I don't think we've ever seen one as consistent and as dominant as Luka Doncic. The way he controls the game with the ball in his hand and a shot maker, he's a shot maker from anywhere. He's really good at drawing fouls too. So You heard what James Worthy had to say there. Look, I'm not here to argue who's more clutch, Luka Doncic or Kobe Bryant, and is Luka Doncic a more clutch player than I mean, that's his view of it. That's his interpretation of it. It is what it is, right? I watched Kobe Bryant's career with the Lakers, and I know Kobe Bryant was very, very clutch, especially in the games. There was a reason why he was called the best closer in basketball. There was a reason for that, right? I used to watch close fourth quarters where Kobe would hit clutch shot after clutch shot after clutch shot, timely jumpers in fourth quarter games and playoff games. So I know what Kobe is. Obviously, Kobe has the most game winners in NBA history for more than anybody. And I think there was a highlight video where they showed all of his game winners. But if James Worthy feels that way, hey, that's what he feels. I personally don't care because, hey, it's his own opinion. But nevertheless, that doesn't really take away from what Luka Doncic is doing right now. And as we speak, the Lakers are on a 8-game winning streak, which I believe is the longest streak they've been on this entire season, right? As things stand right now, the Lakers are firmly, well, not firmly, but they are the number 3 seed in the Western Conference. They have a 2-game edge over the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are the number 4 seed. If you look at their schedule moving forward, let's see who the Lakers are going to play. Well, they're going to play against the Magic. Then they have the Pistons, Pacers, Nets, Wizards, Cavaliers, Thunder, Mavericks. So the Lakers have a chance to really go on a very nice run. Obviously, the Lakers are going to be a playoff team. I didn't think that they would be. I thought there would be a play-in team at one point, but they really turned the corner as of late in the last 10 games. They're 9-1, obviously, scoring about 120 points per game, and their opponents are scoring about 115 points per game because their opponents have scored 575 points in the last 5 games divided by 5. You get the number there. But you can see that they've improved a little bit on the defensive side of the floor. Obviously, their defense has to pick up a little bit more. Now, some of y'all are probably watching the show. Hey, man, you not going to say nothing about LeBron James, man? You not going to say nothing about King James? Don't worry. We're going to talk about LeBron James in a totally different video. But, the Lakers are looking good, man. And I didn't expect them to play this well over the stretch. I thought that they would have dropped some of these games, especially beating Houston back-to-back. And then beating Houston like consecutively, and then beating the Miami Heat on a back-to-back. I heard they got into Miami. Was it at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning, and they still were able to muster up a comeback and win that game. Look, that was very impressive, man. They're definitely firing on all cylinders. And if you look at the teams in the Western Conference, in terms of teams that are playing the best basketball, there is no question that the Lakers are amongst them. If you look at the number 1 Oklahoma City Thunder, they're on a 10-game winning streak. If you look at the Spurs, they're on a 4-game winning streak. They're 9-1 out of their last 10. So is the same thing with the Lakers. They're 9-1 out of their last 10. So they're peaking at the right time. Obviously, things get a little bit more different in the playoffs. They don't call as many fouls. You're allowed to play a little bit more physical. But for now, man, the Lakers look exceptionally well. And Luka Doncic is making a very strong case for himself to be the MVP. Funny enough, we put up a poll on our channel about an hour or so ago, and we asked people who's the MVP. We gave them SGA, Luka, Cade, and Jaylen Brown. Out of the 650 people that have voted so far, 42% are leaning towards SGA, while 34% are leaning towards Luka, 10% are going for Cade, and 15% are going for Jaylen Brown. So, hey, I don't know if Luka's the MVP. If I had to pick from these guys, I would probably say either, for me, I think the MVP it'll probably be, man, it's tough. It's either Jaylen Brown or SGA. And I'll probably go for Jaylen Brown, just because we thought that they were done after Jason Tatum. We found out he wasn't going to be back this season. I'll probably have to go for Jaylen Brown, but now Luka's pushing himself into the MVP conversation. So, hey, these are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comments, and we catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.